watch this? Why does this have 17 million views? It's cinema.
An elderly homeowner in Hayward, California. What he doesn't know is that he's speaking with an undercover officer closing in on a decades-old secret.
Wait, so if you kill someone years and years and years ago, they still come for you? Like, that's a real thing? Wait. No shit. So you're telling me, hypothetically, if I did something a long time ago, I could be tracked for this?
And things are about to take an unexpected turn.
I was turning around in your driveway, and I accidentally hit your car.
Which one?
The one parked in the driveway. Do you want to maybe take a look?
Wait, that's fucking crazy. So someone can lie and bring you... Wait, that's kind of fucked up.
See if we should exchange insurance information.
Take a peek.
Oh man, I'm so sorry. So
This sounds like a fucking porn scene.
embarrassing.
Sure, something. Yeah, go ahead. Hands behind your back. Wait in the car. Go ahead and face the car.
What's this?
What the fuck?
Anybody else in the house?
No, my wife's at work.
Deputies give John a routine pat-down before he's led to the front seat of a police vehicle.
Take a seat.
Wait,
Arrest on that. You're gonna close the door. Make sure.
wait,
the
they
dogs...
just did this
Yeah,
on
take
his
care of your-
property? Is
okay.
that legal?
Though he hasn't been told why he's been arrested, John applauds the deputies for the ruse.
Good line for coming out of the house. Get that guy out of the house.
Months earlier, cold case investigators in Santa Clara County reopened a murder case that had remained unsolved for 45 years.
45?
DNA from the crime scene was compared to a
they
public
looked
database,
for you for 45
allowing investigators
years?
to trace a family tree and identify John, a husband, father, and former Boy Scout leader, as the primary suspect. Investigators bring him
My
in for
dad was in
questioning,
high school
hoping
during
to
this.
uncover the truth. Is this devoted husband and father simply the wrong man? Or has his carefully lived life been a cover for something far more sinister? The following is based on official police records, and most of the footage has never been seen before.
So I'm Sergeant Cortez, okay?
Yo, what kind of
let you know what's going
interrogation
on while
officer
you're
is
here
this? This
today.
man's in a nice-ass chair?
Yeah, absolutely. Of course.
Not handcuffed?
Before I let you know what's going on, I just want to get your personal information. Just confirm your name. Your full name is John Arthur.
It's gotta be the
Gettru?
whitest name I've ever heard.
Okay.
John Arthur Gettru.
Were you ever in the military?
No.
No. Have you ever been arrested in the past?
No.
John shares basic information about his past and childhood, revealing that he was born in Newark, Ohio, and spent the early years of his life moving frequently due to his father's long military career. He spent a significant part of his teen years in West Germany, where his family lived on a U.S. military base.
Now, you mentioned that he had never been arrested. And I found out something happened in Germany.
Okay.
Can you tell me about that?
I was arrested in Germany.
Okay, what happened with that? Can you tell me about
What
that?
the fuck?
I was accused of murder.
The revelation is especially jarring, given that he's here today on accusations of his involvement in a completely separate murder.
Tell me about what happened. What was the accusation against you?
I killed a chaplain's daughter.
Okay.
What the
That
fuck?
was all I
Wait, what's a
knew.
chaplain?
Okay. Do you remember what happened? With this young female?
No.
No?
I didn't even know her.
The young girl, 15-year-old Margaret Williams, attended a dance at an American youth club one Saturday night in 1963, when John was just 18 years old.
God
The two
damn,
were said to have
John!
met on the street shortly after, where she agreed to let him walk her home. Her body was discovered the next day on a baseball diamond behind the club.
What the fuck?
She'd been sexually assaulted and strangled.
What
You didn't
the
even know
fuck?
that? Why did they arrest you? I mean, if...
Probably the next day
Okay.
after they found the body, I guess.
Okay. How did they tie you to the...
Obviously, this isn't like a hot take. This is like a pretty normal take. But I genuinely don't understand how someone can kill someone and especially do weird things and just live normally after. I don't know, bro. I wouldn't be able to like just sit. I'd always think I'm being followed. I'd always think I'm being like looked at, like someone's looking for me. Like
His body. How did they connect you to his body?
Somebody had seen me
walk that direction or walk towards the school, or
Okay.
it was an elementary school.
Okay. Did you? I mean, I don't know the details of what
I
happened.
don't know the details either, so
Okay. Did you actually meet this young lady?
that's what they say.
Though John maintains his innocence, he was found
Does he have to talk? I'm curious.
guilty at trial
Does
for
he have to
Margaret's
talk?
murder, ultimately receiving a sentence of 10 years in a German juvenile prison. Because of his age at the time, he was released after serving roughly
Why am I
two-thirds
so
of his
white?
sentence.
Hold on.
Then he walked free.
It's a little too bright.
And so you spent actually 6 years in prison? over
Something
it?
like that.
Wow. And then how? After you were released, what happened?
I just was dropped off at McGuire Air Force Base, and my father picked me up, and that was it.
That was it. You came back to the
Never
United
heard
States.
a word from him. Nothing.
Okay.
After returning to the United States, John moved to California, and in 1975 was once again at the center of a serious crime.
And then at some point, there was another accusation against you about a sexual assault from the Palo Alto Police Department?
Palo Alto Police Department.
Okay.
That's when I was the leader of an Explorer post.
Okay. Can you tell me about what happened there?
Nothing.
Okay.
What the fuck? Yo, there's
Just
some
accused,
freaky ass people in
interviewed,
this
and
world, brother.
That was
I'm
it.
telling you.
Okay. What's this allegation?
I don't
gotta ask you.
understand how people
Yeah.
can.
This allegation.
You know,
that
there's
this
a
young
website
girl
that
made
tells
against
you how many
that
sex offenders
you,
are in your area.
sexually assaulted
Yeah.
her.
And there's
Did
a
that
ton
actually
next to
happen?
this house.
No, not that not that I know of. And if I was
What?
arrested
I'm saying
for
like in the
specifically
area.
that, and then not even tried, and then nothing's happened. Like I told him, nothing happened.
Yeah.
I never saw her again.
Did you end up serving time for that? Do you remember?
No, I didn't. Didn't serve any time that I know of.
Okay.
I can't.
Okay.
It was so piddly that.
It didn't.
Yeah.
You weren't. Didn't go to trial or anything like that. Okay.
According to multiple news sources, John was 31 years old when the teenager came forward,
Ew,
claiming
what
he
the
not only
fuck?
assaulted and strangled her, but threatened to kill her if she didn't comply.
Jesus.
He received a 6-month sentence, serving just 30 days on weekends after 5 were suspended.
So I want to tell you a little bit about my investigation. Okay. Are you familiar with the with Palo Alto area, Stanford area,
Thanks.
the hills in Stanford?
Yeah.
You ever go out there? You
I
ever,
was a scout leader.
Why
I
is there a
traveled
lion in the
all
middle of my
those
screen?
hills.
what hills? Which hills are you talking?
Well, we were out in the Bay, Half Moon Bay Hills,
Okay.
and I
They
traveled.
found the
through
runner? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Outlaw? Outlaw? Did I get trolled?
I'll pass. I'll pass. It looks like he's setting up.
No, the stream's ended. Did I get trolled?
To the boys.
Did you ever go in the hills, like in the area around Page Mill Road? Page Mill Road, like just west of Stanford?
No.
No, you never went to that area.
No.
Okay. So I'm investigating. There's a murder up there in the hills, and would there be any reason that you were ever up in those hills? No.
Hills.
No.
Leslie Marie Perloff was a 21-year-old Stanford University graduate working as a law clerk at the North County Law Library in Palo Alto, California in 1973. Her body was found dumped in the Stanford
You know there's
Dish
people in
hiking
the world that
area.
are born in
A
2018?
floral scarf was found tightly knotted around her neck and had been used as a ligature to strangle her to death. It was DNA found beneath her fingernails that
Like,
led them
I
to
found out
John,
that Mike is
who
born
at the
in
time
2000
worked near
what
the
is it,
Stanford
17?
campus as a security guard.
You ever see this young lady?
Uh-oh.
You know her?
No. Who's that?
It's a young lady that an investigation I'm doing, and she was murdered.
GG's.
Do you ever see her at all?
No.
She look familiar?
Leslie's 1972 orange Chevrolet Nova was found parked at the gate of an old quarry near Old Page
Wait, so
Mill
people
Road,
really get away
just
with murder
east
for
of where her
45
body
years?
was found.
Do you remember ever stopping by the side of the road and looking into this vehicle?
No,
It's an orange Chevy Nova.
no,
No?
no, sir.
Okay. Do you know the name Leslie Perlov? Leslie Perlov?
No.
No? Okay. She wasn't a girlfriend of yours?
Oh, no.
Okay. I had to ask.
She's cute anyway.
Yeah, very.
That would be
very cute.
she'd be about 18 years old, I guess.
Okay.
At Stanford. Yeah, Stanford graduate. Yeah. But that's it. I don't even recognize her.
I'm not even kidding.
Curiously,
People like
the
this
sergeant
need to
hasn't shared with
Hey,
John
Burger.
that Leslie was a
People need to
Stanford
die.
graduate.
Survey
Why do you say she's a Stanford graduate?
Well, just by the way she dresses and all in
Okay.
this area, you know.
Sure.
But, you know, I didn't say graduate either. I said, you know, she's a college kid.
Oh, okay. Now this young lady was obviously murdered, like I said. She was strangled.
Mm-hmm.
Would you ever think about doing anything like that?
Nope.
I know that you were accused of a sexual
Yeah.
assault, right? Would you ever think about committing a sexual assault?
I have no reason for it.
And I'm going to ask you
Thought
these
that
tough
one a
questions
little
bit.
because
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
part of the investigation. When you were younger, did you ever fantasize about sexual assault?
It's what it sounds like by looking at my record.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
or killing a young woman. Okay.
No.
In this investigation, if your DNA was on this young lady, how do you think? Why would you think your DNA was on her?
Have the slightest
what?
idea.
Wait, they could find DNA from 25 years ago, 40 years ago?
Were you involved in the murder of this young girl?
Nope.
As the sergeant continues to press for answers,
How?
John inches closer to a major mistake, not yet aware of what he's about to give away.
You know about DNA and how it's transferred, right?
Yeah.
I actually don't. Can someone tell me? How does that
No,
work?
What?
This can be how it's transferred. I can always tell.
Okay, tell me about
Yeah,
that.
one is semen.
Okay,
Hey.
One is from the mouth.
sure.
You know,
Yeah.
that's the only two that I know of.
Okay.
Now, if there's some that are bodily,
If he's stupid, I know there's hair. The hair's a big one, no? It's hair and fingerprints, right?
I mean, other than these two transferred, then it's totally different.
Wait, your nails
And you
have
know
DNA
about
in it?
technology now, advances in
technology is
technology.
getting good.
Yeah, so
They're
there's.
catching them every day. They're
Yeah.
catching
How do you think your DNA would be on a person?
Don't know.
You don't know? Okay.
Especially this person or these two persons.
What two persons?
Well, that you're talking about.
Yeah.
The two young women.
Okay. I showed you a picture of that one young lady.
Yeah. No.
Okay. What's the second young lady?
The one up on the one up on the hill.
Okay.
Yeah. There's two different places you're talking about.
Okay. What's one of them's up on the hill?
Yeah.
Yo,
Okay.
did he just piss himself? Yo, first of all, look at the nuts on this guy. No gay shit. You could literally see the outline of this shit, number one. Number two, did he pee himself?
DNA was on this young lady. How do you think? Why would you think your DNA was on her?
Haven't the slightest idea.
Were you involved in the murder of this young girl?
Nope.
As the sergeant continues to press for answers, John inches closer to a major mistake, not yet aware of what he's about to give away.
GG's.
You know about DNA and how it's transferred, right?
Yeah.
Wait, I was ahead of this.
From the mouth.
Sure. Okay. And you know about technology now.
Adapt,
Advances in
son! Hello,
Technology is
Adapt!
getting good.
Yeah. So
They're
there's.
catching them every day. They're
Yeah.
catching
How do you think your DNA would be on a person?
Don't know.
You don't know. Okay.
Especially this person or these two persons.
What two persons?
Well, that you're talking about.
Yeah.
The two young women.
Okay. I showed you a picture of that one young lady.
Yeah. No.
Okay, what's the second young lady?
The one up on the one up on the hill.
Okay.
Yeah, there's two different places you're talking about.
Okay, what's one of them's up on the hill?
Yeah.
Okay, and then up on what hill? Well, you mentioned the hill.
Yeah, you mentioned it.
I mentioned the hills.
Oh, he's an
Yeah.
idiot.
Okay.
How do you
and what's
snitch
the
on
other one?
yourself?
Because I
But
don't
for
remember
45
another
years
one.
you get away.
Well,
Like,
there's
how can you be dumb?
two girls. It's not both the same place.
Okay.
He's
I
self-reporting.
mentioned one girl up on the hill.
Yeah, I mean, the okay, wherever she was, wherever the second girl was.
Oh, okay.
While the sergeant doesn't yet know it, another woman was found in the Palo Alto area in 1974, 1 year after Leslie's body was
Wait, so
discovered.
he went on a mass murder?
21-year-old Janet Taylor was found dumped along Sand Hill Road in the same Stanford Dish hiking area. According to news sources, she'd also been assaulted and strangled to death. The serial killer responsible for the deaths of both
You know what's
Leslie
crazy?
and
The
Janet
girl that
would
married him
escape
doesn't
justice
even know
for
this shit, probably. Or maybe she
decades,
does, but
until now.
imagine if she doesn't.
I think I'm at a point in my investigation that, you know,
I'm guilty, and that's it.
well, I'm trying, you know, well, there's a couple things. Your DNA's on her.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not trying to find out who did it. What I'm trying to find out is why you did it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you know more than you're telling me.
No, I wish I knew.
With John refusing to admit the truth, another investigator joins in the effort to obtain a confession.
Duos
And
on a
the added
solo.
pressure will soon tear his lies even further apart.
It's not an accident that your DNA got there. Your DNA and the type of DNA and where it is on the victim, there's no other explanation.
There's no way out, buddy.
We know you committed.
You're done.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
What we don't know is why. And we're going to give you the opportunity to explain it to us.
You don't have to. I thought about it, and that's all I can think of. No.
Know what?
No, I'm not guilty.
Okay. Well, I'm telling you right now you are.
Okay, fine.
Okay? You had to have known this day was coming.
Yeah, I know that. That's why it took so damn long.
As they push harder for the truth about
Oh,
Leslie,
shit.
John once again lets slip that she wasn't the only one he left in the hills.
So why her?
I don't even know who she is. If that's the first girl or the one girl that's up on the hill or whatever,
Oh, jeez, Louise.
What do you mean the first girl?
well, he said there's two people, there's two girls. Unless I misunderstood him. They were killed within probably an hour of each other and
What?
2 hours of each other, or day, or who knows.
Do you remember? How do you remember those details?
Some of the questions he's asked me.
Do you remember seeing any newspaper articles or
No,
media
just-
about those?
Nobody, but that girl there is not the other one
Wait, what?
that he showed me. If that's the girl there with, the other picture, I doubt it.
Why's that?
I mean, look at the body.
Mm-hmm.
It could be somebody else. I don't think they're the
This
same
dude's
one.
got a fucking
Is that why you
burger
don't
ring.
recognize her?
No,
Because that's not the girl that you
I'm
killed?
not questioning. I don't recognize her. I've never seen her.
Do you think it was a different girl that you killed and that's not the one we're
I
showing
didn't
you?
kill any girl.
You didn't kill the girl in Germany?
No. Well, that's total different.
What?
That's when I was 18 years old or younger.
What?
In a final confrontation, investigators force John to face the mounting evidence against him.
There's a situation in Germany where a girl ends up dead and you weren't there.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have a situation
Here,
here,
that was
years later after you came back to the States, where a girl ends up dead and you say you weren't there, yet your DNA is there.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think the chances are of that happening?
I don't know.
What would you do if you were us and you were investigating this case? What would that look like to you?
There's a brick wall.
What do you mean there's a brick wall?
Well, I mean, you found out, you couldn't find out. So,
What do you mean I found out and I couldn't find
oh,
out?
nothing. I'm just let it go. I'm
Well, you understand it's my job not to let things like that go, right?
I'm not I have nothing to say else to say about
21 cars.
It's gotta be quite a burden, John.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm going to put the questioning from here on, unless I'm represented by somebody in the courts.
What do you mean?
A lawyer.
You'd like a lawyer?
I like a lawyer.
Okay.
Shit.
Thanks, John.
After requesting a lawyer, the interrogation came to an end.
It's over,
But
buddy.
justice quickly caught
You're
up
done.
with 74-year-old John Arthur Gettru, who was arrested and booked into the Santa
he
Clara
looked like
County
a
main
pedophile.
jail with a $10 million bond.
What?
In January 2019, DNA from the torn crotch of Janet Taylor's underwear was also determined to be a match for John. In September 2021, a jury found him guilty of first-degree murder with infliction of great bodily injury in the killing of 21-year-old Janet Taylor. He was sentenced to 7 years to life in prison, finally putting a serial killer who
Wait,
had escaped
7
justice
years
for
to life? What
decades
does that
behind
mean?
bars for
7
good.
years to
In
life?
January 2023, he pleaded guilty to the murder of Leslie Perloff and received a second life sentence to be served consecutive with the first. According to multiple news sources, John Gettru died of natural causes on September 22, 2023,
Rest in peace,
at
Bozo.
the age of 79. His DNA remains in the state database and will continue to be compared against evidence from unsolved murders in the ongoing effort to close more cases. If you'd like to see select new videos early and help us keep
GG's,
uncovering
yeah, guys.
case files that rarely come to light, you'll find extra footage and unseen details on our Patreon. Channel memberships here on YouTube.
We good off that. Wow. Never been arrested, just casually accused of murder in Germany. I'm not gonna lie, how stupid do you have to be to admit to a murder? You gotta be fucking dumb, bro. I would never admit to a murder. I would just lay low for 45 years. First of all, he should have left the country, right? If I was him and let's say I was born in Italy, right? And I killed someone and I murdered someone, I would definitely move to New Jersey, start a new life on the East Coast, and then eventually move to California. And then when they're on to you, move back to New Jersey, right? And then I'd move back to California, starting a new arc of your life. It's simple as that. I don't know. I don't understand. I don't understand how you could be this silly. Like, God, man.